Okay. Whew. What's going on, people? Oh, to welcome y'all to another One Take review, but this is not the typical One Take review. This is a Justice League countdown. Okay, we have approximately 2 days. I think it's like 12 in the morning now. So actually, it's like one day till I see Justice League because I see it Thursday, probably like a lot of other, like most people. But I'll say leading up to Justice League, I will review all the DCEU movies, excluding Wonder Woman, because I already have a review up for that one, and it's pretty fresh. I mean, the movie just came out a couple months ago, so I don't think I would want to review it again, even because my feelings haven't changed. I watched the movie multiple times. I had it on Blu-ray, so I don't think it's a point in me reviewing it. So y'all just join me as I go through the other three DC movies that we have gotten: Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and Suicide Squad. I've been on record to say how much I like these films, but now here's my time to actually review them and go over them. And the first of all on our list is Man of Steel, directed by Zack Snyder. This was the first Zack Snyder film that we got up in the DCU. This was the film that's gonna launch us into the DCEU, which did what most of his films do, come with some controversy. Uh, Me myself, I'm not a big Superman fan. Never have been. But I think I can see the problems people may have with this film. Uh, Basically, like the look of it is different. I don't want to say I don't say Man of Steel is dark. I just say the look of it is not like the look of like the bright Superman that people are used to. Like you can tell it kind of like grim. It kind of seems everything still seems kind of like Gotham is, instead of like Superman where everything is bright and the sun is always shining. That's kind of where I think people had their problems with. But for me, that's the stuff I'm into. I hate when my movie just all seem like, hey, because it's not the world we actually live in, and this one seems more realistic. Yet, like these are aliens fighting people. So, and I love Michael Shannon as I really did. I love like the first part where they show Jor-El and everybody on Krypton and how they sent them off. And which they probably would have been better off just leaving them on Krypton and everybody would have died. But then we wouldn't have had a movie. And I like how they played it with Superman. How we fast forward into him being an adult, saving people, and then we always go back to like see his childhood and see how he didn't want to use his power. Because this isn't the Christopher Reeve Superman to where everything was just all I ain't gonna say sunny, but it seemed like he got more accustomed to using his powers quicker than this one did. And I feel like they grew up in different times around. Even though they both grew up in, he both the same character. And he grew up on farms and stuff. But I feel like the children seem more modern because kids are assholes. I'm not gonna say kids haven't been always been assholes, but you can see like the bulliness and because I feel like the difference between because I just watched the Christopher Reeve Superman, and so of course I'm comparing it right now in my head. But I was just thinking like, yo, every kid does not come up to where they just cool in school. He was the kid who was like shunned. Everybody thought he was weird, and then he had these problems. He couldn't control his power, so he didn't really want to be around people because he didn't want to hurt them. He still had he didn't know what a new ability might come and stuff like that. So this is like a deeper dive into Superman, and into like Clark Kent. Oh, do think what's gonna have a better Clark Kent though. I need to see him. I need to see his Clark Kent be a little bit more goofier because his Clark Kent scene, even though he's what I'm saying swole, I still needed to be more like goofy-ish, and that was one thing I'll probably say I didn't like that much is that his Clark Kent, even though we only see him at the end, he still gives out the presence of like a strong person. Like Clark Kent was like a nerd. Uh, I love his relationship with Lois. Him and Amy Adams, I think they work well off one another. Uh, I like this journey to find out who his real parents were, and then his relationship he had with his father on Earth, and Martha. When they say her name in this movie, I could help but think that damn Martha. Like you can't help but to think about it. Like, oh my God, I can't wait till the BBS review. That's probably gonna be controversial. I don't really care though, but for the most part, I enjoy this. Like we all know, Zack Snyder shoots action like nobody else, and the action in this was oh my God. The girl. I really wish I could have seen the girl. I don't remember her name. General Zod. I think he's like his right hand woman. Her versus like Wonder Woman. I would love to see them. I kind of hope they come out of the Phantom Zone, uh, and not necessarily um, come looking for Zod, but just come back and like have their own little thing going, or for hell, I wouldn't mind if they on the dark side, come back and something like that. Uh, I love him with Cavill, Superman. I really think he does a good job based on. I feel like it's a much more modern take, and it's much more like what we're getting in the comics now with Superman, and that's why I really feel like I gravitate towards Henry Cavill's Superman more. Even though the Superman, I've never been a fan of the big Boy Scout, the big, what I'm saying. I've never been a fan of it, even though I know that's his character, and that's who Superman is. I kind of feel like even though he is that, he would still have more layers to himself, and I kind of feel like this one kind of dives into that. Even though I feel like it'll be brighter pretty soon, and we'll get like that. Hey, the real big Boy Scout. But for right now, and what that movie was, I like the direction they went in with it. They could have stayed there. I kind of feel like they get a little darker. You kind of mellow here. We're going to get a little darker with it when BBS. But that review will be up tomorrow. As far as this movie, like I said, the action was great, even though they pretty much killed more people than you realize. Like, they completely wrecked Metropolis and Smallville. I'm talking about wrecked it. That fight he had with the girl and the big swole guy wrecked Smallville. They blowing up Trump. Like, I'm just like, damn. Like, who gonna pay for all this? Like, they just completely destroying this. He should have did like Goku and Dragon Ball Z and just fly off into like a desert with like some rocks and stuff and then fight there. Could have been the same thing, but because they was fucking shit up. And like he didn't, and he was like so one sided. But I feel like that's gonna help him more when he comes back in Justice League. We all know he's coming back in Justice League, people. He's coming back. I feel like that's gonna help him more because he's gonna be more aware of what's his surroundings and what's going on. I can't wait to see this fucking movie. This just as far as Man of Steel, like I said, I'm not a huge Superman fan, but for me it gets a B2 on my scale. Uh, Enjoyable watch. Like I said, the story wasn't just crazy good. The action in it was phenomenal though. The shots were dope. And I like Henry Cavill as Superman, and I like his relationship and how it was more clustered and felt like it was more in here, it'll be diving in there and into his psyche. So yeah, I enjoyed it. You guys let me know what y'all thought about it. Hit that like button, comment down below, subscribe. Y'all know the routine. How excited are y'all for Justice League? And if you've seen it, congratulations. I have.